Hi, I'm Daniela, and this is Jocelyn. Thanks for coming back to our channel.
Today we're going to share with you 5 steps to prepare for artificial insemination.
Whether you're a same-sex family like us, a single parent by choice, someone struggling with infertility, or really anyone trying to conceive, it can be really difficult to figure out where to start with artificial insemination.
That's why we decided to share 5 steps to prepare for artificial insemination.
We'll be the first people to say that there have been many times on our journey where we felt lost and didn't know where to turn. That's why we've created this video for you.
So let's begin.
Number 1.
Tracking your ovulation. We actually started tracking ovulation about a year before trying to conceive. And we found that getting familiar with your cycle and how your body ovulates is going to be the most resourceful tool you can have. In the early stages of tracking ovulation, we downloaded a simple period tracker. We actually used several different period trackers to see which one we liked best. A few that we really liked were the Flow app and the Premom app.
After several months of just tracking the starting and ending dates of my period, we decided we wanted to learn more about ovulation. So we started tracking things like BBT, your basal body temperature, your cervical mucus, your cervical position, and we started doing LH tests. And we were adding that data into the app as well.
Once we got closer to being ready to conceive, we started using the Femometer app.
Thermometer. Yeah.
The Femometer app.
Thermometer
app, which was actually a basal body temperature thermometer that syncs to your phone through an app using Bluetooth. And every day, Daniela would take her temperature through the BBT thermometer, and the information would then be translated to the phone, and you can track the certain trends.
You could also manually input the other data that you were tracking regarding your ovulation, and then the thermometer app would take all of that information and figure out exactly which day you were going to ovulate. And because we were actually using the Premom ovulation strips, we decided to also use that app as well, just to double check.
By doing this early on, it made things a lot more smooth for us once we did actually start the process of artificial insemination. We didn't have to worry about how Daniela's body ovulated because we already were very familiar with that.
You can find more detailed information about ovulation and how to track your ovulation using the link above. Number 2.
Getting familiar with the different types of insemination. The 3 main types of artificial insemination are ICI, IUI, and IVF. And each process has its own complex steps that go along with it. So getting familiar with what each process is and how it works is going to be super helpful. Check out the link above to learn more about each type of artificial insemination.
The information found in that video will break down each type of artificial insemination and the process that goes along with it. Having that information helped us tremendously when deciding which type of artificial insemination we would pick, and also helped me mentally prepare what my body was about to go through.
Our ultimate goal is to help you become informed to make the best decision for yourself.
That brings us to number 3.
Budget. Now, I know the word budget can be a trigger for some people, and when I say some people, I am some people, I mean me. The word budget alone raises my anxiety, but like all large investments, there is a lot to consider with creating a conception plan. Things can add up pretty quickly, and it's a stark realization of that when you're in the process. So knowing what's expected ahead of time can be a huge help. And now you're probably wondering, how do I do this? Here's our recommendation.
First and foremost, if you are fortunate enough to have health insurance, I would definitely recommend reaching out to your provider and seeing if they cover any type of fertility treatment. This will help give you a better idea of what you'll still need to pay for out of pocket. Remember, even if they say they will cover 100% of your procedure, that doesn't cover things like your sperm sample, certain types of medication, co-pays, and any travel you might have to do.
Whether you have insurance or not, forming a ballpark estimate of what you can afford will not only help make the best financial decision for your family, it will also alleviate some of the inevitable stress that comes with conception.
Another helpful tool to use while budgeting is getting yourself familiar with the costs associated with each type of artificial insemination. Lots of different factors to consider. This can get very overwhelming very fast, but don't worry, we've made a video that will detail all of that for you. Visit the link above to learn more.
While we're on the topic of budgeting, I did want to point out that there are certain forms of financial aid out there to help. So if you find yourself in a situation where the path you want to choose isn't a financially possible choice for you, there may be additional help. The Baby Quest Foundation and the Nest Egg Foundation both offer grants, while the giftofparenthood.org helps with fundraising. There may also be other organizations willing to help regionally, so definitely check out what's in your area.
Once you have a better idea of your body's natural cycle, you have reviewed the types of artificial insemination, and you started planning a budget, you are ready for step 4.
Number 4.
Get in touch with a healthcare provider.
Whether it's a fertility specialist, your OBGYN, or a clinic near you, reaching out to experts in the field will help provide you with the right resources to get you on track. Even though not all types of insemination require medical assistance at a clinic, it's still good to get experts involved to help guide you along the way.
When we started this process back in October of 2020, we went to a fertility specialist and got baseline blood work and health screenings to make sure that my body was ready to start this process. Even though we planned on doing ICI at home, we still got really great information from our fertility specialist to use along the way.
Going to a fertility specialist, even though we were using at-home insemination, did give us a peace of mind, and it alleviated some of the stress that we had because we knew we could always reach out to someone if anything ever came up.
When looking into a fertility specialist, it's good to do some research about who has the best ratings and how far away they are from you. Our first fertility specialist was recommended to us by our OBGYN, and we really liked them, but we moved. So we had to find another specialist, and we started taking referrals from friends in the area to make sure we trusted and knew the person that we were going to go to next.
So now that brings us to number 5. Start taking prenatal vitamins.
Start taking prenatal vitamins.
Along with tracking your ovulation, another great way to prepare your body for insemination, even before you know what type of procedure or how much is it going to cost, is taking your prenatal vitamins. This is going to prepare your body to carry the baby and make sure the baby's getting what it needs from you. According to an article I found by Penn Medicine, which I'll link below, for some people, taking prenatal vitamins before conception will help reduce nausea and vomiting associated with morning sickness. So that's a bonus.
Wow, I didn't know that. It's important when looking into a prenatal vitamin to choose one that specifically has folate in it. That is the natural form of the vitamin B9, as opposed to the synthetic form called folic acid. Taking folate is known to support healthy development of the fetus's organs and body tissues. There's a lot of different types of prenatal vitamins out there, and it's definitely important to read the bottle when choosing which one is best for you. If you want us to do a video discussing prenatal vitamins a little bit more, let me know in the comments.
So to recap, the 5 steps to help prepare for artificial insemination are tracking your ovulation, getting familiar with the different types of artificial insemination, creating a budget, getting in touch with a specialist, and taking your prenatal vitamins.
Although there are a lot of things involved with artificial insemination, these 5 steps will help create a strong foundation for any conception plan. For more information on modern day conception and to learn about where we are in our conception journey, like and subscribe and turn on your notifications.
See you soon.